Hi everyone, I'm here with Dr. Jeff Spencer again at the Wizard Academy in Austin, Texas, and I always so look forward to coming down to these events because I get to hang out with all these super smart, brilliant people.
Like yourself, and it's such an honor to be here, so thanks for the invitation.
Dr. Jeff Spencer here. He's the founder of a concept called the Championships Blueprint. Dr. Jeff has indeed worked with champions throughout the world. Last time we met, you taught me an incredible principle called the Sustainable Championships Blueprint, which is how you endure once you've hit success. And I would love to have you share that concept with my
Well, I appreciate that. I think the first thing, Rich, is to realize that success is never an accident. It's the very deliberate outcome of very deliberate actions that are consistently applied. So I looked at the success that I have with all the people that I work with, and I said, can I actually draw what this looks like? And what is the structure that enables them to do two things? How do we get to the top, which is the first part of the journey, but after that, how do we create a lasting legacy that serves as a permanent, almost footprint on what it is that we did with our talents to be able to create a life of value, purpose, passion, and productivity. And the Champions Blueprint is a model that I created that has 6 different stages that a person goes through to develop the capacity to consistently create excellence in their life.
So as fast as you can, rip off what that looks like, and I'm going to focus on the tail end because that's the part that captivates me.
All right. Well, there are 6 different steps of the Champions Blueprint. Number 1, you got to have the mindset. You got to know what to do when to be able to capitalize on life's opportunity and avoid life's pitfalls. Number 2, you've got to be able to build and have the resources to carry the weight to be able to climb the wall to get to the top and stay there. Thirdly, you've got to develop the skill and the capacity to do the action steps to be able to get to the top and perform at a level that's consistent that enables you to achieve your goals. Stage number 4 is transition. That's where we duplicate the actions that we took to be able to create our breakout performance to perform the very first time at the top.
So that's going up the curve.
That's going up the curve, and once you get to the top,
that's when you hit your first big success.
That's it, where you have that breakout performance where you're finally, for the very first time, performing at a level that's consistent with your goals. And then at that point, the task is to make that the new normal through consistency and duplication of those processes. And then once you get to the top, you got to adapt, because once you get to the top, the rules change, where you need a whole other mindset, a whole other skill set to adapt to the challenges and the stresses at the top.
So what you're saying is if you keep doing what you did to get to the top in the first place, you're going to fail.
Well, that's exactly right, because the stresses and the strains at the top are different, and unless you adapt to the top to maintain a relevancy, then forget it. You're not going to be able to stay there. But if you stay there, then you're going to master what it takes to repeat this level of success consistently, and at that point, then there's stage 6, where you actually ride the wave, where you prepare, you perform, you pause, and you ride this wave to create a full and complete legacy. And that's the way the champions do it.
That's beautiful. Absolutely awesome. This was a great insight for me. So many of us hit success and then flash in the pan. And the big insight for me was simply this, is once you hit a peak, you have to take, pause, rest, prepare, perform. And indeed, that's what differentiates a good athlete from a champion, or an incredible, sustainable, multiple-win businessman from a one-hit wonder.
Well, that's exactly the problem, because many people blow themselves up and they succumb to the myth that to be worthy of success, you got to kill yourself day in and day out. That's not the way they do it. You have to match your efforts with your recovery to create sustainability, and that's the way you create a long and successful legacy.
So that would explain why Tiger Woods only plays in the big major golf tournaments and doesn't play in every one.
Exactly
right.
And
I know I can't tell what athletes, but indeed you've worked with...
I actually did work with Tiger.
You did work with Tiger.
Actually,
well,
I did. These hands have actually been on Tiger.
You never... And I'll tell you what those hands do are magic. I can't wait tomorrow to get them laid on me and fix me up good. So
it's my pleasure.
Thanks so much, Dr.
All right,
Jeff.
be well, everybody. All right, onward and upward. We'll see you on the top.
Thank you.